These are the top 10 greatest big men in NBA history. And I know this because I'm a two-time NBA All-Star.
From the Indiana Pacers, Roy Hibbert.
At number 10, we got Dennis Rodman, one of the most iconic and unique players in the history of the game. He started his NBA journey with the Detroit Pistons, where he quickly earned a reputation of one of the league's premier defenders and an absolute force on the boards. Joining the Bad Boys Pistons, Rodman played a pivotal role in securing back-to-back NBA championships in '89 and 1990. This man was relentless when it came to running down loose balls and hitting the boards. The Worm played way bigger than his 6'7" frame. His relentless pursuit of rebounds and defensive intensity made him a linchpin of the team's success. The 90s saw Rodman don the iconic Chicago Bulls jersey along MJ and Scottie Pippen. But I definitely had that poster of him reaching out to grab that rebound before it went out of bounds. I think y'all know what I'm talking about. You know, that image was burned into my head. Not until later did I find out he didn't even save the ball. I mean, that was an iconic image right there. I had that, everybody had that poster. But his defensive prowess, rebounding ability played a crucial role in the Bulls' second three-peat, winning championships in 1996, 97, and 98. Rodman's journey didn't stop there. He played for several teams, showcasing his versatility and adaptability. From the Los Angeles Lakers to the Dallas Mavericks, Rodman left an indelible mark wherever he went. Dennis Rodman's career was more than just statistics. It was a spectacle. He was the type of player you wanted on your team and definitely didn't want to play against. If his assignment was to guard the best player or the best big man on the other team, he was going to be a pest, a nuisance. He was going to try to get in your head the whole game. You're going to want to fight him by the end of the night. But he was a rebounding maestro, a defensive juggernaut, and a cultural icon. Rodman's impact on the game and pop culture will forever be etched in basketball history. I want to show some love because he was a 5-time NBA champion, 2-time NBA All-Star, 2-time All-NBA third team, and 2-time Defensive Player of the Year. I know he isn't the most offensively gifted player on this list, but what he brought to the table helped win championships, and it should be talked about. So here's to you, Dennis. At number 9, we have Dikembe Mutombo, a fellow Georgetown Hoya. This 7'2" big man redefined the art of shot blocking. His defensive skills were unparalleled, making him a nightmare for opponents driving to the basket. The iconic finger wag, no, no, no. No, no, no. After a block became a symbol of his dominance. I was spamming that on repeat back in the day when I used to play. But throughout his illustrious career, Mutombo played for several NBA teams, including the Denver Nuggets, Atlanta Hawks, Philadelphia 76ers, the New Jersey Nets, the Knicks, and the Houston Rockets. But to me, I most remember him for being a part of the Denver Nuggets team that at the time pulled off the biggest upset in NBA history. In Game 2, Mutombo was dominant, finishing with 10 points, 11 rebounds, and 9 block shots. Just shy of a triple-double. But this was the first time an 8 seed beat a number 1 seed. In Game 4, he dropped 16 points, 15 rebounds. Finally, in Game 5, he got that triple-double with 15 points, 12 rebounds, and 11 block shots. But let's talk about accolades. Mutombo's 8 NBA All-Star selections and 4 Defensive Player of the Year awards highlight his consistency and dominance in the paint. He was a defensive anchor, setting the tone for his teams. Now, why number 9? When comparing the greatest big men in NBA history, Mutombo's defensive impact, places him in elite tier status. I already talked about that. But while he may not have the offensive stats like some of the others on this list, his defense was, the reason why he's on the top 10 list. And that's my big homie right there too. The 8th spot on this list belongs to Yao Ming, standing 7 feet 6 inches tall. He wasn't just a towering figure on the court. He was a global ambassador for the sport. Yao possessed a unique combination of size, skill, and basketball IQ. He could score over either shoulder, left hand, right hand, he got that. He had a really nice fadeaway as well. And he could hit somebody with some nice ass passes outside the paint. If he rebounded his own miss, he was gonna put that thing back up and dunk on you. So you might as well just get back on offense on the other end. Now, Yao wasn't here for a long time, but he had a good time. He was an all-star his rookie year, made the All-NBA team 5 times. You know, I remember him dropping 33 points, grabbing 12 boards and 5 blocks in a win against the Mavs in the playoffs back in '05. But despite that, and many other great moments, Yao's career was marred by a series of unfortunate injuries that hindered his ability to showcase his full potential. The injuries began to take a toll. Foot and ankle issues, stress fractures, injuries that forced Yao to spend significant time on the sidelines. But he's on this list because I truly believe that if he didn't have those injuries, Houston and T-Mac would have a chip by now. And also, it's the first time someone has ever made me feel small standing next to them. At number 7, we have Patrick Ewing, a formidable force in the paint, who showcased his skills with the New York Knicks for over a decade. His scoring ability, shot blocking ability, and his leadership on the court made him a true legend. Now, let's address an elephant in the room. The infamous NBA draft lottery rumors. Some say the Knicks envelope was left in the freezer and was cold to the touch, so David Stern knew which one to pick last. Come on, there's no way in the United States of America that a draft or anything would be rigged so a 24-win team in the NBA's biggest market could steal a generational talent. No, sir, not in this country. But Patrick was a force. He would block your shot on one end and race down the court for a powerful leaning dunk. He definitely attacked the rim with really bad intentions. But his footwork was a thing of beauty. He would turn face, one dribble, middle, then spin baseline for a finger roll or a dunk. Or better yet, he would go for a running hook and then decide to slam it on your head at the last minute. And that's off of 1 foot. But why number 7? Well, Patrick Chewing, love that commercial.
Patrick?
What's up, Ryan?
Was an 11-time All-Star, had 7 All-NBA honors, and he's the big homie, Georgetown's finest, the Mount Rushmore of big men at my school, my alma mater, and it's my list, so he's on the list. At number 6, we have Dirk Nowitzki, Germany's finest. This 7-footer had a scoring arsenal that was nothing short of extraordinary. 2 things come to mind when I think about Dirk. His high arching jump shot, which was basically impossible to block, the way he would shoot the ball, and the way he sold his pump fakes were a thing of beauty. But everyone knows Dirk for his one-legged fadeaway with that knee sticking up so high up in there that it almost hit you in the chest. Man, but he was so dope in the post. He'd hit you with a spin move and turnaround jumper, splash in your face. But he was truly some of your favorite players' favorite player. Let's take a trip down memory lane. From his MVP season in '07, where he averaged 24 points and grabbed 8.9 rebounds per game, to leading the Dallas Mavericks to an NBA championship in 2011. Dirk's journey was filled with unforgettable moments that's etched his name in basketball history. In an era dominated by traditional big men, Dirk stood out. He bucked the trend that European players were soft and had no grit. He proved that big men don't have to be big, strong bruisers to play this game. His combination of size, skill, and finesse paved the way for a new breed of big men who could shoot from the outside. You know, I wasn't one of them, but he paved the way. So, why number 6? Well, when we talk about the greatest big men, Dirk's influence goes beyond the box scores. That one-legged fadeaway got him a statue outside of American Airlines Center. His impact on the game's evolution and the success he brought to the Dallas Mavericks elevate him to elite status among the bigs on my list. Landing at number 5 on my list of the top 10 big men in NBA history is David Robinson. The Admiral, a 7-foot athletic specimen, was a force to be reckoned with on both ends of the court. That's something on this list, you know what I'm saying? You gotta play both sides. His ability to score, shot blocking, and rebounding skills set him apart from everybody else. He was so versatile. Check this out. Robinson's career averages, is 21 points, 10 rebounds, and a jaw-dropping 3 blocks per game from start to finish. This man was a walking double-double. He had a great 15-foot jump shot. He had great post work. He could run the floor and have some crazy dunk contest-esque finishes around the rim in transition. As a young kid, I'd watch him play whenever I got a chance, and I was amazed at how quick his second jump was. He would block a shot, and within a millisecond of his foot hitting the ground, bam, he was off the ground blocking another shot, and probably another shot, and then getting down, run down the court for a dunk. Now, let's talk about the San Antonio Spurs. Robinson's leadership played a pivotal role in transforming the franchise. Before the Duncan era, the Admiral laid the foundation, leading to the Spurs' multiple playoff appearances and an NBA championship in 1999. In '95, Robinson's exceptional play earned him the NBA MVP award. That season, he became the scoring champion, dropping 71 points in the final game to secure the scoring title, a performance for the ages. So again, why number 5? We come to this every player, but Robinson's impact on and off the NBA court was immeasurable. I haven't even talked about his performances with the original Dream Team in both '92 and '96. But his dedication to the game, leadership qualities, and the unparalleled skill set made him a true legend in the pantheon, got big words here, of NBA big men. Well, speaking of post moves and defense, if you or anyone you know want to level up their game, book a coaching call with me. Link is in the description, and let's get back to the video. At number 4 on the list, we have Hakeem Olajuwon, often referred to as the Dream. He entered the NBA in '84 after being selected as the first overall pick by the Houston Rockets. His early years showcased remarkable shot blocking and rebounding skills, setting the stage for an extraordinary career. What sets Hakeem Olajuwon apart is his incredible footwork and patience. A force on both ends, like I said, but he possessed an arsenal of offensive moves, showcasing his finesse and power in the post. His patented Dream Shake, which remains one of the most iconic moves in NBA history. The Shake is a move that every player I feel like uses. Kobe, LeBron, KD. I'm not even sure if we could find some clips of me using it. I'm telling you, there's no better feeling of making a defender go one way when you go the other. And you hear the crowd behind you go, ooh, as you turn around and shoot it. Hopefully you make it, but there's no better feeling. I just give me goosebumps, But Hakeem would just like dribble, boom, 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 and then go this way, fade away. He had the shot, and then he had the up and under. So I studied him so much. But let me get back to the video. But another thing I want to highlight is how he sells his up and unders. Man, this is impossible to guard in my opinion. He's too good at scoring over either shoulder. Either he's gonna jump hook you or fade away on you. So you're gonna have to bite on something. And usually it's gonna be the up and under. Olajuwon relished in making you look silly when he lost you with one of his post moves, but his offensive abilities were unparalleled as well. He retired as an all-time leader in block shots, a testament to his shot blocking ability and rim protection. That's something that I hold dear in my playing career. His presence in the paint made opposing offenses think twice before challenging him. A true mark of greatness is measured in the championships, and Hakeem delivered. In the 1993-94 season, he led the Rockets to back-to-back NBA titles. Olajuwon's impact on the court elevated his team to new heights, and that's why he's number 4 on my list. I love you, brother, but I can't pay $75K to work out with you, man. I gotta keep some money in my pocket, man. That was the word on the street. $75K for the week, plus expenses if you wanna work with the Dream. Number 3 on the list is Tim Duncan, the big fundamental. Tim's career is synonymous with consistency and heart. From the moment he entered the league in 1997 as a first overall pick by the San Antonio Spurs, he showcased a rare blend of skill, basketball IQ, and humility that defined his storied career. David Robinson knew early on to ride the wave instead of fighting it. Tim was the future. Tim would immediately make an impact. As a rookie, he averaged 21 points, 11 rebounds, and 2.7 assists, and 2.5 blocks per game. You know how hard that is as a rookie? You're getting rookie calls all the time. They call a foul on you as soon as you step on the court, but that was crazy. Duncan's nickname, the Big Fundamental, given to him by Shaq, speaks volumes about his style of play. His footwork, bank shot, and low post moves were poetry in motion. In an era marked by flashiness, high-flying dunks, jumping over 7-footers, sticking your arm in the rim, Duncan's fundamental skills stood out. But the bank shot was the basis for his game. Soften you up a bit with some turn and face shots, then work middle with 2 or 3 dribbles, then spin baseline, and he'd have a counter for each of those moves. Counters on counters on counters on counters. That's why he's so high up on this list, because of his superior skill. And I love those Nike Total Air Foamposite Max back in the day. If you were a big man, you had to get some of those. Those were sexy. All right, Tim was a two-way force. His impact on the defensive end was equally impressive. He anchored the Spurs defense, earning multiple NBA All-Defensive Team selections and demonstrating an uncanny ability to alter shots in the paint. Duncan's legacy is etched in championships as well. Everybody else on the list going up, gotta have some chips. The Spurs, under his leadership, secured 5 NBA titles, with Duncan earning NBA Finals MVP 3 times. His calm demeanor, clutch performances in critical moments solidified his status as a winner, and that's why he's number 3 on this list. Love you, Tim. Number 2 on this list is Kareem AbdulJabbar. He was the former NBA all-time leading scorer. But Kareem's skyhook shot became a signature move that baffled defenses for over 2 decades, earning him 6 MVP awards and numerous scoring titles. But I want to dive into that skyhook a little bit. I mean, the level of difficulty to shoot that and make it consistently is insane. But A, he's shooting it from so far back. And for me, there's so much more room for error. If you're off by half an inch and shoot the hook, this way as opposed to this way, your shot's gonna be off. And B, second thing, you're shooting it off of 1 foot. If a defender pushes you and the refs don't call it, it's definitely gonna throw your shot off. Jump hooks, you're jumping with 2 feet. You're sturdy, but Kareem was able to shoot his shot his way every time. And don't mess with him either. He may give you a 2-piece and a soda real quick. But what sets Kareem apart is his longevity and consistency. Across 20 seasons, he maintained an elite level of play, earning 19 All-Star selections. His sustained excellence over such an extended period is a testament to his dedication to the game. Obviously, when I think of Kareem, we talked about the skyhooks, but we gotta talk about the championships now. And that's championships on championships on championships. He secured 6 NBA titles and 2 Finals MVPs. He also got one with the Milwaukee Bucks, and we're not gonna forget about that. But he was a dominant player on both ends of the court, and his legacy is etched in basketball history, and thank you for being on my list. And Kareem, I want to say thank you for taking the time out of your day to work with me all those times back in the day. Love you, boss. At number 1, we have Shaquille O'Neal, Shaq Diesel, Superman, the Big Aristotle, the Big Shaqtus, the Big Shamrock. But to be honest, Shaq was my favorite player ever. I fanboyed over him when I first met him when I was a kid at the Boys and Girls Club. But all right, back to it though. But I also saw, Kazam, Steel, had all his CDs back in the day, big fan. But dude was breaking backboards left and right. But standing 7'1" and weighing at over 300 pounds, Shaq's physical presence made him an unstoppable force, bullying his opponents with his athleticism and power. To me, Shaq's offense was all about mentally breaking you down with his physical presence, which was unparalleled and unmatched at that point. His dunking ability, powerful post moves, it's embarrassing people on there, and scoring touch. Yes, he did have some touch. It wasn't all dunks. Well, maybe it was a lot of dunks. Whatever. It made him a nightmare for defenses. I used to feel bad for my man and fellow Georgetown great Matumbo, and just seeing how physical that matchup was between the 76ers and the Lakers in that finals matchup. The sheer force at which he attacked the rim earned him numerous scoring titles and 3 NBA MVP awards. Shaq will let you know it's all about championships, and the top 4 or 5 on this list all have chips. But with 4 NBA titles to his name, he led the Los Angeles Lakers to a 3-peat alongside Kobe Bean Bryant, and a lone championship for the Miami Heat with Dwayne Wade. Shaq's dominance in the finals and his ability to perform under pressure solidified him as a legacy winner. Well, hey guys, thank you for watching my video, my top 10 list. This meant a lot to me. It's my first time doing a video like this. Please let me know what type of videos you want me to do next. And if you want me any games you want me to react to, and check out some videos right here. I'm gonna try to do some more of this. I love you guys. Let me know what you think. Please like and subscribe. Love you all.